Another mug got fired, boy.
Who that
Another
dog?
another motherfucker got fired. Doc Rivers got canned himself. Oh, Doc. And what's up, Doc? You're unemployed again. Come on, Doc. You lose more game sevens than Michigan loses Rose Bowls, man. Come
Oh
on,
man.
bro. That's oh man. But here's the thing. So Doc Rivers has been fired as Philadelphia 76ers head coach after 3 years. And in 3 seasons with Philly, he went 154 wins, 82 losses, one first place finish, two second place finishes. The last couple years, he's lost in the conference semifinals all 3 years. All
Yep.
3 years, game sevens, and he's they've let him come back from leads as well before. Doc Rivers has lost more conference semifinals than any other coach I think in history, and he's been employed for a long time, bro. You look at his head coaching record: lost in conference semifinals, lost in conference semifinals, lost in conference semifinals. It goes on and on and
On
on
and
and on.
on.
And Doc Rivers is a good coach, but he loses some conference semifinals. What'd you think about this firing, bro? How'd you feel about Doc getting canned?
So when James Harden and freaking Embiid did nothing in that game seven, bro, you can tell they didn't want to play for him. You can tell. Like the matchups and all these things that go on or whatever. And Doc said, man, he has such a crazy matchup scheme, man. I don't know what the hell this man be thinking about now. It was time for him to retire, bro. I think it's time for him to retire, man. I don't feel like he's handling business like he should. Regular season is one thing. Postseason, dog, you got to switch all that stuff up. You got to have somebody that can run that point guard, man, like a real boss, bro. Like James Harden, he does that stuff or whatever, but he's so shooter friendly. You know what I'm saying? He want to jack it up, bro. He can assist and all that stuff or whatever, but he's really a two guard. He's not really a point guard like that. You know what I'm saying? But he excels either way. But just man, the guys just don't want to play for him, bro. I don't understand that stuff, man. You know? So I don't even know who in the hell they're gonna get to get past Doc Rivers, bro. Like all these job vacancies, dog. Like, who in the hell are gonna fill these job vacancies, bro?
Dude, I don't have any idea who they have in mind, but what I will tell you is that they're trying to win and win now. I don't know if that was the best move, man, because look, now reports are out that Joel Embiid is surprised about the Doc Rivers firing, and his future, regardless, is uncertain with Phillies, as is James Harden's.
James
So,
Harden,
and then I did read a report too. I mentioned this on the page earlier. I said, man, that's so crazy and that's so funny because I read a report that said James Harden absolutely refused by any means necessary to return to the 76ers if Doc Rivers was still the head coach. 3 hours later, he was fired. So I don't know how if that has any merit to it, but that is rather odd. He just opted out. I mean, he could go back in with him. He's opted out before and then went back in with Philly. So we'll have to wait and see where he decides to go. So I don't know here, man. One thing I could not stand about this though is were they really, they had to have been sending a message to Doc, right? Joel Embiid scored like what 15 points, 8 rebounds. Harden scored like I'm spitballing here. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but it was bad, dude.
Yeah.
Harden was terrible. He was god awful shooting the ball. And
I don't even think he had 10 points. I don't even think he had 10.
I thought he had like 9 points or some shit, bro. It was bad. It was an embarrassing performance, bro. And when your two superstar players like go out like that, how much of that can you really put on coaching, bro?
Right.
How much can you? Because even if you were doing that to get back at him and to show that you don't want to play for him, like, bro, you were in a game 7. Like, this isn't like a regular average game that you were out here playing a regular season game 1 of a series. This was game 7, bro. Game 7. And y'all go out there on like that. That's going to hurt y'all legacy way more than his. You don't think you can handle one more conference semifinals loss? I just named to you all the ones I was looking up the list, and he's got conference semifinal losses for days on his resume.
Harden like that too, though. Harden like that too, man. He can't close that stuff out in game 7s, man.
Famous for it. That's how we know.
That's how we know that Houston game. Right, that Houston game, bro. That man had to win like 1 for 35 or whatever. Freaking 3-pointers. The whole team, man, stunk up the plays, man. So he's known for that stuff, bro. he can't close that stuff out, man. That's why you need a KD or LeBron or something like that, man. You need that guy, bro, because you're not freaking gonna do that stuff yourself, bro. As talented as you are, some people get that stuff done, but sometimes pressure bust pipes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is here. All right, here's the problem. These teams, these organizations got to realize when you fire coaches, like when Milwaukee fired Mike Budenholzer, and then Philly just fired Doc Rivers, and then when Phoenix just fired Monty Williams, these organizations got to realize that the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
No.
All of these coaches have the best records in the NBA. Their teams did individually in the last 4 years. All of them
Right.
coaches I just named that have been fired have done that, led their teams to the best record, and it came up short when it mattered, right?
Right.
Budenholzer
All of them been to the playoffs
still.
consistently. Last
Right.
4 years, 5 years, all of them been to the playoffs consistently.
And Mike Budenholzer actually won a championship a couple years ago,
Right.
first one in 50 years. But anyways, he's still fired. So you fire all these guys, and you got to realize the grass isn't always greener, bro. Because let me tell you, what's screwing it up now is coaches like the Celtics coach, first year, and look at where he's at now, Eastern Conference Finals, and look at Darvin Ham with the Lakers, bro.
Right.
You know, first year head coach. So what these organizations are thinking, like, okay, I need to go get me the next fire assistant, the best assistant in the game that these players are gonna love, want to really play. The Lakers love playing for Darvin Ham. The Celtics love playing for their coach. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking at this and they're like, okay, we're just gonna get some associate who has a really strong bond, who knows the game in and out, very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? That they love having a play. That's how Tyronn Lue became a head coach. His first year head coach, wasn't he? Didn't he go to the finals with Cleveland his first year? That was his first gig, right? So that's what's fucking the game up too, man. These assistant head coaches getting first year gigs, and because of the talent level, because of the talent level of the teams that they have, they go far. I'm not discrediting them any, but look at the teams you got. You don't see no first year head coach assistants on bum squad teams even really making the playoffs usually. I mean, it just don't happen. But Celtics have a great roster right now. The Lakers have a great roster right now. After the trades, if the Lakers would have had that same team that they had now all year, bro, the Lakers would have been a top 3 seed in the West, bro.
Believe it.
Would have been a top 3 seed, like no doubt. Even with Anthony Davis and LeBron missing all that time because some other cats been holding
Still
it
would
down.
have been.
Right. So they would have been right behind Denver and Phoenix probably. So, but all I'm saying is that's screwing up the game right now too. And these coaches are losing their jobs left and right, bro. And it's crazy because these firings aren't always warranted. But the Doc Rivers one, I kind of seen coming though, man. The Monty Williams one surprised me a little bit. It did surprise me, but the
Budenholzer
I
definitely surprised me.
I couldn't believe that.
That was the one I was like, man, anybody can go. Lord,
bro,
man,
like man, that's
how
crazy
you fired him, man. He researched your whole freaking area, bro. For real, Milwaukee wasn't known for no championships, bro. Like for real, not the Brewers, not none of those guys, bro. Like, and you fired this man, the best thing that you done had, bro, and forever. You let this man go? Ain't no way, dog. So, man, but you know, Coach K out there, man. For real, somebody might try to scoop up Coach K, bro.
Hell nah. Hell nah. He was a college coaching legend, but there's a difference, man. Like you can't go coaching from college like you did in going to the NBA and expect that shit to work. That shit rarely works, man. It really does.
Why they ain't fire Greg Popovich and all that stuff? Because he's been going down in the slumps the last couple of years too. Why they ain't fire Popovich or something like that? Because he's a legend. He's a legend.
Because he's got fucking 5 rings. He's got the key to the city. He's the GM and all that shit. He's the GM and the coach over there.
Yeah, I love Pop, man. I love Pop, man. He should stay there till he die, right?
He gonna stay there as long as he wants, bro. Just like Spoelstra. Spoelstra ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, because these are championship organizations that know what it takes to win, okay? Especially the Spurs, bro. The Miami Heat, I know they've only won 3. I talk shit about them all the time, but they are a great fucking run organization from the jump, bro. They know what it takes to win. That's why they're always knocking on the door every year if they're not winning. Spoelstra's a great coach, dude. He really is. So they know, they're not stupid. You don't just get rid of coaches like that, bro. Like, not for no reason with merit. They know you're not going to make the championship and win it every year. They know that you got to have reasonable expectations, and a lot of these organizations do not have those anymore. It's crazy as hell, bro. It's crazy.
I don't know, man. Fred, they're gonna have to figure this stuff out, man. I guess it's gonna be a lot of openings. Hopefully Steve Nash don't get another job over there at Phoenix. Because that sounds like that's
70.
gonna be the next play. That's gonna be the next play. That sound like a match made in heaven, don't it?
Bro, fuck that. Let me tell you. Mike Budenholzer, Monty Williams, Doc Rivers, Detroit Pistons. I'll take any one of y'all because I have realistic expectations. Y'all come coach us. I'm not expecting a championship in 2 or 3 years. Maybe after that, get the roster going a little bit more, see what we got, add a couple more pieces. I just want to make playoffs, win some games. That's all I want. So any one of y'all three is welcome in my city. So just letting y'all know that right now. So come holla at us, man.